Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to get a message from our guides from the universe about what we need to know. Okay, this is going to be about like encouragement or empowerment and a message of hope for the people that are going through a lot right now, which is basically all of us, I assume. But yeah, so we have pile number 1 with the Witch's Tarot and the Badger Spirit with this deep purple carnation flower, and it says it's coming. And then pile number 2 is the Everyday Witch's Tarot with a beautiful dried red rose and the Dancing Doll Diva. The Dancing Doll Diva with Perseverance. And I'm not seeing it, but I'm hearing a fly. So there could be somewhat of a nuisance, okay? Something that is really getting to you, and this is Spirit's way of letting you know that you're not alone and that they're with you and they're watching and they are here to give you the messages that you need in order to get through this with the most encouragement, empowerment, and divine guidance as you can have. Okay, choose your piles, and I will put the description in the description, or not the description, in the comment section. I will pin a comment of the timestamps down below, so you can go down there and click on your piles. I will see you in your readings. Bye. Welcome, pile number 1. You chose the Badger Spirit. You guys could have these maybe. I'm not sure. They're not from where I'm at. I mean, they don't live where I live, which is in Florida. It says, it's coming. Hope is on the horizon. In the face of challenges, remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. In the pre-shuffle at the bottom of the deck, we ended up with the 8 of Swords. Okay, this is a mental prison here. And I just see underneath it's the 6 of Cups. So this could be something that is... Let me get to the connection with the flower. So you chose the carnation, okay? And this is a flower that lasts a long time. And it's almost like you've been in this situation for quite a while. And it's been like something that has been slowly and slowly and slowly decaying and eating at you, okay? I wrote some things down, some channel messages that I got for you with this flower. The turning point is approaching. Keep the faith. Things have been super heavy for a while. Spiritual awakening, soul star chakra. At the point of giving up, question mark, question mark. And then there's a song that came through for both piles, but this part of this pile got a specific part of the song, and the other pile got a different part of the song. So it's the song called I'm Like a Bird by Nelly, something with a T. It's from like the early 2000s. And I wrote down, I'm like a bird, I want to fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. So I think that you really want to fly away from somewhere. You feel held down, and that's exactly what this is here, where she feels trapped. Even though she's not, though. She just assumes she is. She thinks she is. In her mind, she is, right? So, let's get started into your reading. But yeah, this flower is very much so taken for granted. Like, I feel like they're so underrated, and they're absolutely beautiful, and they last so long. You know, a rose is like here and it's gone. I don't know, there's something about you really lasted a long time. You're tired. I feel like you're tired. And the main message here is, hey, you got to keep the optimism, okay? I'm going to read to you the Citadel cards that I got to figure out what was going on for you. So the first thing I asked was, what is the situation? What is this heavy situation that they're going through? And you got the Muse with generosity and naivety. So the first thing that I got here was like the 3 of Cups. Before I read it, I mean. And I got like, it says generosity and naivety. I feel like you guys are such kind people. And in the past, like this leading up to now, because it's starting to boil over, you guys have been naive when it comes to how much you give, okay? How much you're giving to everyone else, and not demanding, yeah, that's confirmation, and not demanding or having boundaries that create a space for you to receive and return, okay? It's like you're spilling everything out of your cups here. And you could be a very creative person, very lovely, creative, but you could sing, you could play an instrument, okay? There's something about you that people just really love. Like you have this shine about you that clears the clouds for everybody else. But what feeds you? What do you get out of it? This is my question to you. What is being given back to you? And I think that you're no longer going to continue to be in this naivety. So it says, now is the time to look beyond the bad news and embrace a little of that dreamer spirit. Any situation can be improved with hard work, but it also needs optimism, belief in the potential for a better outcome, especially if others believe in it too. Being jaded is for the world weary. Embrace positivity instead. So I feel like this has robbed you of your creativity, of your sacral energy, and your throat chakra is blocked. I feel like I need to keep clearing my throat. So when I asked what, like where this is like where is this at internally, and I got the Merchant, self-worth, and trade in the reverse. Life is full of hagglers, and there are those around you who demand and demand without offering anything in return. You're the only one who can decide what you are and aren't willing to give. Find the strength to say no when needed and use that time for yourself instead. This is exactly confirming what I said with the Three of Cups, with that Muse card there. So I asked Spirit, how are they, like, what help is coming, you know? And we got the Wise One with tradition and order. I feel like you're going to be, someone is going to come to you that is going to help teach you, okay? There's something about you learning from people before you. This could be something that's passed down, this self-worth thing. I feel like this is definitely inner child wounds, which I can resonate with as well. Organization and rhythm rule the day. It's time to suppress that creative streak and accept pre-established convention. Take the time to study those who have gone before you. There is plenty to be learned from previous attempts. The greatest knowledge is derived from the experiences of those who have done this before. So maybe instead of reading books or trying to like figure out what's wrong with your creativity, there needs to be a study and a learning on how to control the negative thought processes in your mind, because that's exactly what's blocking you here, because we have the Catalyst in the reverse. This is the final card. The Catalyst demands not an external change, but an internal one. Negative thought processes, bad habits, fundamental belief systems that have held you back rather than supported you. Shake them up, throw them out. Stand on the edge of the precipice and jump. It's the only way to become newer, advanced version of yourself. So this is exactly the issue, and I feel like this is actually like, I just almost said maternal, so this could be from your maternal line, but I feel like this is an ancestral chain that you're breaking. Okay, fundamental belief systems. Fundamental belief systems happen when a traumatic event happens to us as a child, and we feel like we're not heard, or we're not worthy, or we are not given the attention or the necessary things that we need in order to believe that we're safe and that we're loved and that we're cared for. Okay, so I'll just put these up here. So let's get into the tarot. Actually, I'm gonna pull one more of these Woodland Fairy cards, I think is the name, or Enchanted Forest cards, to see what it is that Spirit wants you to do, aside from trusting and divine timing. Let me get one more card for your advice for pile number 1. No pressure. There's a sense of like something about maybe you could have been poor growing up. And there's some type of belief system that people that have money are mean, they're bullies or something like this. But we have maple tree dragon here. I love that the dragons are showing up for you. It says no pressure. When you want more, don't push yourself or others to get more. Give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match it. Yeah, I feel like whatever's happening here, you're working so hard to achieve something. Yeah, exactly. The Nine of Wands. You're working so hard to achieve something. And Spirit's trying to show you another way. Your guides are trying to show you another way. You have learned. I almost just heard also that you've learned boundaries and to not continue to be naive. You've learned that there's things and people that would take your full cup, okay, and not give it back. Even though that's not who you are, you can't demand that of others. When you expect it of others, you will always be disappointed, right? So I feel like that's what's happening here. They're saying that whatever makes you happy, okay, is what I think Spirit is wanting you to really focus on. Whatever makes you truly happy, because that's what brings you this beautiful childlike wonder energy here. Instead of trying to force creativity, it'll flow naturally. But there needs to be an internal change about your beliefs and what you think that you're worthy of and your worth. Let me make sure my volume's off. Whoops, sorry for shaking the camera. I had to take a breath for a moment because I started feeling like my heart was racing and anxious. You could be really nervous to make this step, but whatever this is coming to an end here. A shift. I feel like you have help coming, so don't think that you have to do this on your own. There is, yeah, help coming. The Wise One, tradition and order. Let's see. Can you tell us more, Spirit? What is your messages for pile number 1? What is your encouragement, empowerment, and hope? Your messages is... Okay, we have the Seven of Wands. Yeah. This is that energy of like my heart racing, feeling like I'm going to have to fight back the world. I'm also getting you've learned how to protect yourself from energies. Look, the Strength card almost wanted to fly out here. So Leo could be, we have fire signs coming out here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. These could be in your chart or in somebody's chart that you're dealing with. I love how there's roses. So actually pile 1 and pile 2 could actually be connected and just on different stages in time. This is about spiritual growth. My messages are always about your own growth and what you really truly need to hear, not what you want to hear. I'm seeing the infinity symbol over the Empress here. And there's a sense of like, maybe you've had to be super defensive before. And now they're asking you to hold this quiet, silent strength that doesn't need to be shown outwardly because you have it internally. Okay, what else? The World. Yeah, this is coming to an end here. This could have to do with a family situation. I don't necessarily, this could be relationship. It could be anything. But I'm also getting like this is familial. Like this is family. Maybe you live with family. Maybe you are dependent on family. Maybe they take advantage of that. The Ten of Wands as well. Maybe they take advantage of that and they put a lot of pressure onto you. And maybe Spirit is allowing you to feel the pressure heavily right now. And it's almost like I'm hearing if it's more painful to stay than it is to change, then you have no other choice but to change and like to move, to bloom. And I feel like that's what's happening. I feel like you've got these 4 pillars here and they're all pushing pressure into the center here to get you to bloom. Okay, that's what I feel like is happening here. We have Deer here. Eagles could be significant. The Green Man could be significant to you. Lions. We have 2 lions here. Leo showing up again. Okay, so what is it that they need to work on when it comes to their mind or their belief systems? Whoops. The Page of Wands. Speaking out your truth. This is also like Yeah, this is you speaking your truth, I feel like, and allowing your inner child to speak and have their way. Going on adventures, it's time to go. Like, hey, let's go. It's time to go. Like, your inner child's like, let's do it. Come on. So maybe you could do some inner child work and see where in your past have, like, what experiences caused you to feel like, yeah, exactly, the four of cups here. And you see this mermaid is here. There's magic all around him, but he can't see that. So I feel like maybe your childhood was taken from you. The death card, yeah. And the wheel of the year. So this is shifting here, okay? This is changing for you. But I feel like when you were a child and you were very expressive and you were out here just like telling the world how cool things were and how magical they were, and people made you feel like you were crazy. They could have made you feel like you weren't valid, like whatever your beliefs weren't valid, like the mermaid wasn't real, and you're like, dude, she's right there, she's real. Okay, so this could be a very real thing that happened to you as a child, and I feel like this caused you to block off your throat chakra and feel like you couldn't express yourself, you couldn't speak your truth. You couldn't really get it out there. And I feel like this is really meant to end here. And I almost feel like your inner child's like, thank you, death. Look at him. He's like, thank you. Here's some flowers for coming to save my big human, my big person. Because they're lost. They're lost in defending themselves against everybody. They don't realize that we have this power inside of us. Aww. Dude, this almost makes me want to cry. I don't know why. Oh, this is happening so fast. You could have someone coming to give you an offer as well. This could be the teacher that's coming to offer. Yeah, you're going to get some type of communication, and even it maybe just be this message here. I'm also a teacher. If you are interested in mentoring with me, I have one spot available at the moment. The King of Swords is somebody that is very morally sound. They are like, your word is everything. And they hold people to that, and they can teach, they love to teach others. Lots of air, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius here. There's going to be some type of fast forward movement or communication coming towards you from this King of Swords. Okay, that will tell you like, hey, you want help learning how to heal your inner child or to rewrite the matrix in those situations, because that's kind of what you do. You go back to the moment that these things were believed, and then you give the inner child what they want, and it can be as magical as you could possibly think. So I feel like this is an offer that's coming to you, okay? And this is from a leader, the Emperor. This is from a leader. This offer is coming to you from a leader. This could be a relationship, but either way, this person has the energy that you need in order to learn how to change your mindset so you can get yourself out of this. Yeah, your pure, genuine self. And that can only come from you tapping back into that inner child. Without overgiving. So it's like the boundaries that you've created are great, but now it's time to be more soft, gentler strength internally instead of so defensive. Okay, because we don't need to be this anymore. We can be soft and silent strength, and then it won't, it's almost like we're staying strong out of a place of being triggered or out of a emotional imbalance. Okay, can you tell me more about this wise person over here? It's the wise one. The Ten of Wands and the Chariot. Yeah, it's almost like it's time to move. It's time to move. Cancer energy. It's too heavy. It's like you can't make it there on your own. You need some horses to ride, some magical unicorn or something. Okay, like your seriousness is too heavy. And there's too many wands that you're carrying for other people out of Out of a time when you were naive. Yeah, the 10 of Swords. I've seen like all the 10s now. Owls could be significant to you. I'm also seeing like the sun is actually coming up for some reason. Instead of me seeing it going down, it's actually coming up. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of pain here, but I feel like that pain has caused you to go within and to really soul search. So is this tradition and order what they need to embody more of? No, you need to walk away from this. So that's weird how Spirit gave me it, but they gave it to me the opposite way. So dolphins could be significant. You could also have lineages that are connected to the Sirius B, the water planet, or some. I just heard Orion's belt. I don't know if that's that. No, I'm not sure. Anyway, you're walking away from this forceful, demanding of like, giving up your creativity to be strong and stern. This is the inner critic. You're walking away from the inner critic. You're quieting the inner critic. And I feel like this magical dolphin mermaid energy, this water spirit energy is what's helping me do this, okay? Let me get more clarification for the catalyst in reverse. And we'll close it out. The Magician. The Six of Wands. Yeah, it's, wow, the Empress too. So little bitty steps. Don't think that you have to change your mind in 2 seconds. Like you have to change the way that your belief systems are in 2 seconds. This is a slow process, but you will be victorious here with this laurel wreath, with the bay leaf, okay? You could also burn some bay leaves every day, once a day, with your intentions on it, on where you want to go. Look, the deer is showing back up. So we have a lot of stag energy here. The Empress is here with the bunny, and I saw a bunny when I was pre-shuffling the big deck. Okay, but it says at the bottom of the deck over here, it says pursue happiness with anemone fairies. Never apologize for what brings you joy. Only you understand where you truly belong and where you can find your safe space. Follow your bliss. Yeah, it's like you don't necessarily have a safe space yet, but you're moving towards this, okay? You're manifesting this. When you do this, you manifest it. I'm also seeing the bee here. So you do work hard. You do work hard. You are not somebody that is lazy, if that's even a thing. You do work hard, and you have the ability to manifest because you're willing to put the work in when it's something that benefits you. Instead of staying stuck in your mind, I feel like you're about to find out the news on how to work hard in a way that gets you everything that you've ever wanted. Like everything that you want, you know what I mean? And this is by being more give more of your pure, genuine self, and life will immediately and effortlessly match it. Yeah, it's like rest. Like it's time for our Sophia season. Yes, and you could have friends that will help you in this energy, okay? The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. You could have people, sisterhood or brotherhood or whatever, that are here to help you. Look, they're going to be giving you a gift. They're going to help you. The Six of Pentacles, people always say it's equal give and take, but it's not. It's someone that's giving, someone that has more and has the abundance to share you're going to be getting something. You're going to be getting some type of help to get out of the situation that you're in. Oh, I love to see that. Okay. Any last messages here? Can we see? Let's see where this gift is coming from. I mean, it kind of just told us, but let me just get Kipper deck card. Can you just show me where this gift is coming from? Like, who is this person that's going to be giving pile number one this gift, this help, that's going to bring them this help? Look, gifts. You can't make it up. Can you show me where this gift is coming from? Change. Moving, literally in a car. You could be getting car. You could be literally moving houses. Mature man. So this could be like, yeah, an older person. Despair. But you got to ask for help here, okay? And this man knows things. Look, he's got all these books. He's been around the world. He has learned a lot of things. This is that teacher, that wise one, okay? So be willing to ask for help and be open to getting help moving out of your home, okay? Yeah, bad health. There's negative energies all around you, theft, okay? It's time to get out of that place so it stops robbing you of your vital life force energy, your shine. You are such a bright, beautiful being, okay? And you shine and you change people's lives with this energy, with this chakra and root chakra and sacral chakra energy here. And it's abundant in you, but it's like getting so drained from these shadows that are just swallowing it whole. It's time for you to shine again, okay? It's time to use your voice. See how this cup has like less stuff coming out of it? Your throat chakra has been suppressed for so long that you've lost your voice. See? This is what Spirit wants from you. Use your voice again. Go outside and scream maybe. Okay, pile number 1. I love you. I hope that this resonated with you. This is something that I'm doing that's new to YouTube. So please comment, like, share, subscribe so I can get these messages out. I know that Spirit is going to be sending them to the people that need to hear them, but it does help if you're willing to assist me with getting the news out there, word of mouth. I love you so much dearly, from my divinity to your divinity. And I hope that this gives you comfort and it gives you encouragement, okay? And hope, and knowing that hope is on the horizon. Love you. Bye. Pile number 2. Welcome. You chose the beautiful rose. So what came through with this rose is Mary Magdalene. Okay, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Most people don't know that there is a book that she wrote. I would suggest reading it if you're resonating with this pile. Okay, and you also got the Dancing Doll Diva with Perseverance. Okay, it says, you have the power within yourself to conquer any challenge and come out stronger on the other side. Trust in your resilience and your ability to persevere. There's a few things that I wrote down that I channeled and put together for you here. Sisterhood of the Red Rose, which is kind of like the community that I have brought together. Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, Path of the Rose, Lilith came out, Remembrance came out, Sacred Heart Activation, Gospel of Mary Magdalene, like I said, being tested awakened the remembrance of their power within. Something may have happened recently that made you stop and say, it doesn't matter if I lost literally everything except the clothes on my back. I know I can do anything and put my mind, heart to. Anything that I put my mind or heart to. And I think that if this hasn't already happened, that it's going to happen, okay? There's something that's going to push you to the point of saying, like, no, this is not working for me anymore. And Patchy's here to drink her water. Let me pause it. Okay, so now that she's done, she will only drink moon water, specific days. I'm going to run out eventually, but spring water essentially. And she will only drink it on an altar or my sacred space here. This is where the energy is most potent, is my table or my altar. And she can't get on the top of my altar either. Well, she can get on the one, but she'll drink it up there or she'll drink it here. She's very picky about her water. And so as she was sitting here drinking, there was something about the sacredness of speaking to your water or drinking with intention. So you guys could be really bad about drinking water. And there's something here about drinking water and drinking and speaking to your water, because water holds memory, that will help you open your third eye. Ooh, you know what I heard? What I heard was, I saw this on a YouTube video, that distilled water actually helps decalcify the pineal gland and the third eye. So maybe drinking distilled water, although it's not the best tasting water, I'm sure we can throw that in there for that alone, you know, in a sense. So I pulled two, what was I saying before that? Drinking your water, speaking to your water. So I bless this water, so she will only drink blessed water. So all you really have to do is, I take a spiritual tool like my deer horns, which are very powerful, and I stir it, and I just say, like, I say a prayer on it, and I'll like hold it up to my mouth, and I'll whisper in it, and I'll tell it, and I'll send light healing energy into the water, and I will call into the water spirits and ask this water to purify and bless the body, the mind, and the soul, and my space. So maybe you could do that. That's very important. Okay, when I pre-shuffled your deck, the Fool is at the bottom. Again, with the water here and the boat. It's almost like we need to just jump into the water here. Birds could also be significant for you. Yeah, it's almost like even if your inner child or your soul is scared, you're just like, F it. YOLO. Even though we know we live more than once, but you know what I'm saying. It's like, screw it. I'm just going to rog dog it. So I pulled two cards here. And if you can see, both of the eyes are open. Okay, that is significant. So the first one is the Weaver with discovery, rediscovery, and transition. Now this card talks about all of the strings of this is part of your fate. And you might have a lot of like extra ends that need to be all tied together to make something happen. So there's a sense of like you having so many different things that you do, or so many different avenues or something like this. And Spirit is asking you to weave them together to create something. And there is another sense also that communication and confidence, the orator. The orator is like, I think is like someone that channels. Let me see. Doubting yourself is only holding you back. It's okay for you to take a little longer to think about how you voice your, how to voice your needs and desires. Writing a script of how to ask for these things might even benefit you here. Be confident in taking up space and letting your voice be heard. So there is that needs to happen here, and it has to do with the cards that came out on this side, okay? But the Weaver says, the threads of your life are long and entirely unique to you. It is time to turn them into something complete. Take the messy loose ends that you don't know what to do with and make them a part of you too. In doing so, you may discover a part of yourself that you didn't recognize before, or rediscover a forgotten thing or person who brought you pleasure. You don't know what to do with. Okay, I'm also getting like shadow work here of like you not wanting to deal with shadow aspects of yourself, but that's what's going to help you stand into your true power and your true voice and communicate with confidence. Because when you do, you shift other people, you wake people up just by your voice. Okay, hands could definitely be significant here. And so that's what Spirit gave me when I asked what's going on for you, and like what hope and encouragement do you need, and what's it about. And then I saw these at the bottom of the deck. You can see that there is obviously a stark difference here. Okay. And so it's almost like this energy has not forced you, but made you think that you're small. Okay. I feel like all these bricks are getting thrown at you. And at this person. Like this person doesn't, or these people, or this places or things. It could be a boss, a family member, or a relationship. But they are deceiving. Trickery. It says the enchanter, deception and trickery. So, yeah. Okay, look. The eyeball is closed here for him, right? And this is a hand, but it's a skeleton. And this little bitty wisp of light has their eye open, but it's surrounded and woven by darkness. And it's not real. So there's something about something coming to the surface, somebody being caught in their lies, and they can either pretend and let it go, make it go away, or just like maybe somebody will forget about it, but what's going to happen is the truth is going to come out here. The miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. This person is not willing to take accountability, and they don't want to own up for what's going on. So they just keep their eyes closed. They keep their third eye closed. They keep their mind's eye shut to the truth because they don't want to face it. It's giving narcissistic energy, I'm not going to lie. Definitely giving narcissistic energy. So the Enchanter says, you may be in a situation where you've been forced to deceive another, and whether it was intentional or not, you run the risk of being caught out in your lie. You could back away, hoping it will all be forgotten about or resolve itself in time, but you run the danger of it spiraling out of control. Or you can own up and take responsibility for your own actions. The decision is yours. So I don't think that this is being forced. I think that this person just did this. Or if this is you, then maybe you feel like you were forced to lie. And this is keeping you, but I don't think so. Take it how it resonates, flip and switch the roles, but I'm seeing it in a different way. And the Miser says, deep inside there is a miser in all of us. Rather than let yourself become consumed with selfishness and the inability to admit your mistakes, exercise some empathy and put yourself in someone else's shoes. That difficult situation has two sides to it. Look at it from the other side and you'll find a happy compromise to be made. Yeah, see, it's like they're not capable of seeing what they did, what they did to make the situation worse or add to it. One second, let me get a drink. So this is what I have. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of your cards here. I'm going to get another one of these to see what is Spirit's advice for you besides the perseverance, besides you remembering who you are. I say that, and remember who you are is right there. Okay, besides remembering who you are, what is your advice? Or maybe that's all you need to know. Let's see. The key. Rejuvenate yourself. What did I say about the water? Yeah, you really need to be drinking more water and just allowing yourself to be filled with the beautiful things in life. Okay, we have hobgoblins. I'm instantly being drawn to this blue third eye on his hat and this butterfly on hers. That might not even be a blue third eye, but I'm seeing it as that. And there's a feather here for birds too. Okay, it says the key. All you do with ease and enthusiasm is the path to your goal. Actions are secondary. Make the energy within your primary focus. Do not underestimate the little joys. Yes. Okay. So the actions that need to be taken are important, yes, but there's almost a sense that this is more important. Okay, so what they're saying is to make sure that you focus on your internal energy, your confidence, rediscovering parts of yourself. This is where the power comes from, okay, not from forcefulness. So this is like allowing yourself to get into your divine feminine energy here and kind of pull out of the overly masculine way of doing everything in order to get, I mean, we're going to see what this is over here. I'm not sure, but I do know that this is you, okay? Let's see. What's going on here for pile number 2? One more shuffle. Thank you. 5 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the Tower. I feel like you're going to get really tired of being bullied and being made to feel like you're not enough. And it's going to cause you to create your own tower moment here. She's purposely burning the tower down. Literally. Even her soul's like, oh my God. Yeah, you're like, no, I'm going to go ahead and burn it down for you, honey. That's what's happening. Let's see. All right, Spirit, tell me. What's the Orator? Is that upside down? I think it is. The Knight of Wands, and it kind of flew in the reverse. So this is where it's like even though it's a possibility that I could get burned, I'm still going to have the courage and the drive to go on that journey. And come to find out, you are the mother of dragons or something like this. Like you, the dragon is part of you. You know, maybe the dragon is the part of you that needs to be woven back into you. Yeah, the shadow that you think is bad, but it's not. It actually is a whole part of yourself, and it's something that you've shut out within yourself. Whoa, what did I just say about Mother of Dragons? You literally can't make this up, guys. Wow, this is so powerful. Oh my goodness. You have the Queen of Wands. So we have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming out here. But I just said, you may fear the dragon burning you. But that fire is snuffed out as soon as you approach it. Because you are the Queen of Dragons. It works for you. Everything does in this natural world. So in this elemental world. Okay. So we have the Hierophant here, which is talking all about that inner energy, right? This is meditation. They're focusing on meditating right now. And you have the Eight of Wands. Now we can't really tell if she's causing the tornado or if she's trying to stop it. I feel like it's almost like this is something where you fear that if you do this, if you create this storm, that you're not going to be able to slow it down or stop it. And maybe Spirit is saying, honey, yes, you will. You absolutely will have full control of how you take on the storm. You can't worry about how everyone else is going to receive the tornado. Okay? Because like that Tower moment, that Tower card said, you have to, like you're going to end up you're going to burn the tower down yourself. Okay? Because you're going to get to this point where you remember your confidence. The Queen of Wands is the most confident queen in the tarot. She is beautiful. She's charming. She's the witch of the tarot. She's very, very, very confident. And she's not confident for no reason. This is a true inner confidence because she's done the work. She's done the magic. She knows what she is. She knows how powerful she is. And there's nothing that can convince her otherwise. And this is what you're realizing. You're realizing that you've allowed yourself to be in an illusion. You know, maybe for a reason. Maybe you needed to learn something. And maybe the illusion is a part of yourself. Maybe you've lied to yourself and told yourself that shadow aspect of yourself is not worthy of you. And you're realizing you were wrong. So take it how it resonates. But you're meant to be teaching, leading. She's a leader, okay? Leading with ease, though. Wow, the world. Look, throwing your hat to the wind. And literally just receiving abundance is what's coming for you. I feel like what needs to be removed here is maybe like some type of belief that a part of you was wrong and that caused you to shut out the feminine aspects of yourself, male or female, it doesn't matter. Can you tell me what's going on with this? Yeah, the Four of Swords. Who is this or what is this over here? Please, Spirit. Yeah, the Devil. Exactly. So this could be a family member, okay? It could be, yeah, look, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This is an ending, okay? And with the Fool at the beginning of the reading, it makes a lot of sense. So this Devil energy here is what's leaving, okay? And there's the volcano, but the volcano is like, it's smoking now. I don't know if it's about to go off or if it already did. But yeah, it's like something's coming to the surface. There's smoke that's coming out. You're seeing the energies that bound you, and you're letting yourself become free from that. Whoops. I just saw the Star and the Six of Cups. This is what I was talking about with that healing that inner child wounds, or healing the aspects of self that you thought were wrong. And you're letting that be done. The Ace of Swords, truth. Yeah. So you're finding your truth within. Okay. Birds could really be significant for you. Hand tattoos. Maybe getting some flowers for yourself. Maybe you're taking yourself on a date. Maybe you are being your own Valentine and you're loving on yourself more. This is what needs to happen. Wow, that's powerful. We've got 3 2s here, so 2 2 2. The 9 of Cups, yeah. Okay, so we have the Judgment card, and this is talking about really, really, really asking yourself, are the things that you're doing, are you doing them because it's what you want to do, or are you doing it because someone else wants you to do it? This is marching to the beat of your own drum energy, okay? And there could definitely be something significant with music here. Also, if you were drawn to both piles by any chance, I think that this is the same situation. It's just a little bit further down the line, or the timeline is a little bit different. There's something about which way to go, okay? And I feel like you're figuring this out, this way or that way with the Chariot here. And it's almost like, yeah, there's this nervousness here, or this like feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't believe we're doing this. But, and look how it's the same black cat. That's interesting. Yeah, look, same black cat, same black cat, same black cat, same, wow, that's crazy. That this is the only card, this Hierophant is the only card that doesn't have a black cat in it, or that doesn't have any cats in it. So most of these cards have cats, and I consider them like the soul aspect of the self. And this is something that has been going on from childhood, okay? This could be an addiction to narcissistic connections, okay? Or being trapped in these ideas that you need to give all of your energy to help and heal others instead of working on yourself. But we have a black cat in each of these. So black cats are very, very significant to you. Or could be, or maybe you should look into that. So the Ace of Swords here, finding out your truth. And it's almost like your soul is like, oh, I'm remembering now. I remember the power that I hold. Lightning could be significant to you. Storms in general. We have the tornado and the lightning here. But it's like a brand new day with this butterfly here. And your soul is excited and playful and happy to move forward. So, and I feel like this has to do with relationships or some type of balance. Wow, look, the 2 of, you can't make this up, guys. Look at all of these 2s that each have a black cat. So that's not normal. Like, see, there's cards in here that don't have a black cat. So that's very interesting that all of these cards have a black cat, showing that this is talking, this is more synchronicity for you, okay? The 2 of Wands and 2 of Pentacles. Even if something comes to shake you up, this is what I was saying, something might happen soon or just did happen where you're like, you know what, it doesn't matter if I drop everything and I fumble everything and I lose it all. I will come out of this on top. Like, I know I can trust in myself and my ideas and my enthusiasm to create the world that I want, that I don't care. No one's going to be able to control me because they want to make me fear. They want to make me fear changing or being on my own or being like to where I'm pushed out. Wow, this is really beautiful. Rejuvenate yourself. Know your limits and allow them to guide you. Limitation can teach you to take better care of yourself. You have full permission to rest and say no. Yes, you have full permission to rest and say no. Temperance. Don't overdo it, guys, okay? The force is not the way to go here. It's flow. And the things that make you, this will rejuvenate you. The things that make you happy. Music could be significant. Did I tell you the song? The part of the song? So it's I'm Like a Bird by Nelly, something with the F or a T, from like the early 2000s. Yeah, I did tell you. You're beautiful, that's for sure. You'll never ever fade. You're lovely, but it's not for show. So there's something about quiet beauty where you're only doing it for you, okay? Where you're only doing it for you. You're allowing yourself to feel beautiful and to do the things that make you feel beautiful, that bring you joy. Singing. This is how you rejuvenate yourself, and resting and not feeling wrong for resting. Perseverance doesn't necessarily mean that you have to force things. This just means that you trust yourself, that you have faith in yourself, that you know. The Emperor, yeah, that you know you have lots of choices and you can choose whatever way you go, but it takes taking that first step. Moderation, we've got carrots and a book and water, and then over here we got cupcakes and a laptop and a martini. So it's like, don't get too caught up on like all the things that you can't have. Just everything needs to be in moderation, including moderation. Okay, let's see if there's any messages about what area of life this is in. Pretty sure it's relationships here with the Two of Cups, but I feel like with this 222 here, you're really coming to balance within your masculine and feminine energies. You see how we have two, like this is all like two choices. Same thing with the Temperance card with moderation. So, and it also could be where this is one side and this is your dark side, and you need to balance those two, you know, light and dark. This way's the light, that way's the dark. But if you integrate them both into you, then you become whole. Okay, is there any other messages or a specific area in life that this is happening within? For pile 2. Toil and labor. Yeah, you guys are burnt out. You're burnt out. You're burnt out and you're hurting yourself trying to force. Mature man. And maybe you're scared. Yeah, maybe you're like trying to figure it out and you're scared that if you just quit or if you stop doing it, then how will you survive? And this is where we remove those poverty blocks. Privileged lady, seriously, and gift. Occupation and community. So there could be a new job that's coming in that is gentle. You see the difference between this and this? Toil and labor. Working in a warehouse, manual labor, and occupation where she's just sewing and it's something creative and she loves to do it. It brings her joy. The things that bring you joy is what will feed you, pay you, and rejuvenate you. Okay? There's something about a mature man here. This could be like Emperor energy. Like this could be a father figure. It could be a masculine energy. If you heal these other, like you healing these relationship dynamics within your life that allows this mature man to come in to give you this gift of gold, of something. And it causes you to be put into this privileged lady standing. So it's like, it's really like where you can let go of that fear of like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? You're going to do it. This is your community too, probably official person and high honor. Can you tell me who this mature man is? Can you tell me like what is their connection? Please and thank you, so they know who this is coming from. Like where it could be coming from. Courtship. Yep. Great fortune. Wow. And high honor. Wealthy man. Oh my goodness. You are getting the attention. Look, poverty. You're getting the attention of somebody that has it to give it. They have the money to give it to you. Okay. So it's maybe time to release these narcissistic ties. Okay. And allow yourself to open up to, didn't this Weaver card say something about, or finding someone that you forgot about or something like that? There was something about that. Let me see. The threads of your life. Da, 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 da. In doing so, you may discover a part of yourself that you didn't recognize before, or rediscover a forgotten thing or person who brought you pleasure. This could be someone from the past that you have completely cut away because you were going through this devil energy. But you're saying goodbye to this now. Okay? And so then we can allow ourselves to trust our own judgment and to know that we're going to choose what's right for us instead of fearing connection with others. Definitely could be Aries energy, or they could just be a leader altogether. This person has great fortune. They have high honor, so they're not only wealthy, they're wealthy with honor. Okay? And they could want to court you or date you. This could be someone that is older than you. But you will be privileged. Spirit is opening this up for you, and they want you to understand that. So don't fear and stay stuck in something that is controlling you, and this poverty energy that is controlling you, when you have the opportunity to come out of this and heal this thing that has been continuing to weigh you down and find something that is here waiting for you. This person, this wealthy man. Okay, pile number 2. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share, because this is new. My channel is, I'm trying to move from TikTok to here. So any word of mouth or encouragement or feedback is very much so welcomed. I loved not my last video, but the video before that, and the people gave me so much good advice. And I'm so open to what's it called, criticism, but like constructive criticism. I'm so very much so open to that. I am a grower, a learner, and I learn through experience. So I'm open to hearing any type of advice that you might have for me in this beginning of this new endeavor. And I love to hear how it's connected to you and how it resonated with you, so I know who my collective is. I love you guys so much. Spirit definitely said that they would connect to the higher selves of the people that were meant to hear these messages, and I hope that this does help you in this time of uncertainty and fear. And I love you from my divinity to yours. Mwah. Bye. See you next time.